What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. It is the 14th day of July, and here we are sitting at about $1.10 with roughly 8 hours and 12 minutes left in the day. Up 3.69% on the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. XRP showing a little bit, in my opinion, of a bottoming formation. We've theorized, or maybe I've theorized, over the past month that I think XRP really is getting set up for one of those massive movements that it sees, like what we saw with XLM, Stellar Lumens last month, what we've seen with maybe not Zcash to that magnitude, but what we've seen with various coins, Hyperliquid, Near, just like seeing some massive pumps come in. I'd more compare it to XLM because XLM just had that pump and then it slowly bled down. That's kind of what I would expect for XRP. The reason why I'm expecting that for XRP is you have been moving down for so long now. I mean, you've been in this consolidation phase really since December of 2024. You've been moving down now since July of 2025. It's been a whole year, and with the exception of the October 10th crash, which wasn't a real, I think this is a scam wick. With the exception of that candle, there hasn't really been any of these crazy XRP pumps that you're prone to seeing periodically throughout your life, right? And it's typically in these times when XRP is frowned upon, looked over, there's a bunch of shade being thrown at it, people are discouraged with it, they're in doubt, they're in disbelief. It's typically in these moments that XRP shines, that it captivates the space, that it makes people believe in it again, and then it just dumps all over your dreams again. That's that's the common thing that happens with XRP. I do believe that as time goes on, it will go lower. I also believe that as time goes on, XRP will see new all-time highs. I think that you're on a path to new all-time highs inevitably. I do believe in XRP. I just think we're in a bear market. Being that we're in a bear market, you probably will have lower lows to go, but you've also got this giant kind of pizza wedge here. You probably break out, get people excited, and once people are peak excited, that's whenever you'll drop down. I think an XRP pump like this is coming. That's the main idea there. I want to get into the short-term stuff. Maybe at the end of the video we can come back and talk about this stuff where we might go. Actually, I can just do this real quick. From a high to a low, if that is the low, golden ratios at 223, 245, that might be where you go. At least $1.65. You're at $1.10, but I would think for a quote-unquote XRP pump, I would think that you'd go probably to this golden ratio, if not the 0.5. So something around, if not above $2 would be my expectation. And again, we've been talking about that for months. Hold on. We've been talking about that for months, and I think it's actually going to happen. We've gone back and forth on what the possibility of that is, but I really do think it's going to happen here pretty soon. 1 hour time frame. Looking at this now, maybe we can look at something with some volume. Let's see. A lot of volume coming in on Coinbase here. Nice to see, pumping up, rather tenacious with the price action. Very bullish overall on all your indicators. Not really much to elaborate there. Stochastics look great. The RSI is breaking out of this lower high trend. Great. You bounced off your oversold zone after getting there. Great. Volume building as you're moving up. And the MACD is turning green, which it's kind of bearish overall, but you did reject this zero, and now you're looking like you want to come back up. I would bet you break through the zero on this attempt. When you break through the zero, like you did here, that's good. That did good for you. That did rather well. You broke through the zero here. After rejecting, you broke through the zero, and you saw a nice move up. At least something that's going to take you above this high is coming your way, but I really think we might be in the midst of this, one of these, again, quote-unquote, XRP moves, where it comes out of nowhere, captivates the space. XRP's going to the moon, and then that lasts for like a week, and then we probably slowly bleed down. Looking at these lows in the RSI on the daily time frame, you've got these higher lows here, higher highs here. You look really good, guys. You look really. I mean, the way that it's set up would be the end of the month of July. You're getting overbought. Getting overbought typically expresses a breakout. I mean, you're probably going to be breaking out of this little phase here. Probably going to be going up higher, and maybe just breaking out of this overall phase. Overall, again, one of those movements would take you above. That RSI looks really good, man. Looks really, it looks primed and ready to enter this overbought zone. Stochastics look good, crossing up. I mean, you're not getting oversold. You did get overbought. That's great. MACD bouncing here. That's actually really good to start building bullish momentum without crossing. Here you might cross above the zero. Again, the last time that you crossed above the zero on the daily time frame, you did see how much growth here in a very short amount of time. Low to high, you saw 14% growth. The time before that, you rejected the MACD. Here you crossed above. What'd you see? I mean, here in a very short amount of time, in about a week's time, you saw 33% growth. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something more immaculate than that. I mean, you really could be seeing a 100% move come in with XRP over the coming weeks, over the coming month, month and a half. From a low to a high. I mean, and maybe not from the low. Let's just say from the current price. I could see, $1.90. That'd be a 70% move. 225, 103% move, anything and everything in between. That's kind of my expectation at the moment. I think if I'm right, with the way XRP moves, it does this very fast. I would expect to see this happen over the coming weeks. It wouldn't take long. It wouldn't take months to do this. It's going to happen in when it does happen, it's going to happen in 1 week's time. Maybe a week from now. Maybe it's happening right now, and as the week continues, we're going to rip up there. Maybe we're just configuring ourselves, and then it'll be the beginning of August before we actually see those prices. But soon, very, very soon. Weekly time frame. I want to use the all-time history for this. A little bit of a double bottom in the RSI. Powerful, you guys. Powerful. Very powerful. Wow. Have we ever had, look at this double bottom here. Let's see. Double bottom in the RSI. What'd you do? I mean, that was the end of your bear market, man. Powerful. Powerful stuff, man. Double top. That was very powerful for resistance. You dropped. You saw a lot of consolidation before you moved up higher. Wasn't the end of your bear market, your bull market. You actually saw a triple top overall, but double top relatively speaking. You've only seen one double bottom like this, right? This is the only other thing that's even remotely close would be this one here. Powerful stuff, man. I suppose I might eat my words. It is possible that XRP has found its bear market low. It is possible that it doesn't go below $1. I mean, this weekly double bottom is the main thing that's convincing me of that. And I shouldn't say I'm convinced. I'm not convinced that the bear market's over, but it's just, it encourages a rather bullish thought, right? Building bullish momentum here, bouncing on your MACD oscillators like this. You look good, man. You look pretty damn good. Again, there is something going on here that is going to give you a nice rally, an XRP-based move. You come up here, find resistance at prior support. That's right there below $2. Maybe you go just above $2. Again, something in that zone, that golden ratio zone, 190, 225, 230, high to low, 223, 244. That's the golden ratio zone, actually. 190 is the 0.5. Yeah, you're going to see some massive growth here, man. I really do think so. And with that, it is completely possible that you've seen your bear market low. You could see a higher low by the end of the year, and that could have been it, man. XRP might have found its bear market low. Wow. I'm not making that call officially. Should I? Should I make it official? Here's what I'll say officially. If this is the low, you're not doing this right now, okay? If this is the low, you'll see recovery, and then you'll see stagnation, and you'll see accumulation, and slowly but surely work your way up to new all-time highs. It'll be late 2027 before you see new all-time highs. If it's not the low, same idea. You'll see recovery, you slowly bleed down, and you might just see a slightly lower low that interacts with these prior points of resistance for support. The only reason why I think this really stands a chance of being the low is because of all the indicators we've seen, and then also this thought. There's probably a lot of people who, since this time up here, thought that when it comes down, they'll buy just below $1. This is my thought. And that would be it. They buy right there. That's the bear market low. Boom. But the smart money for a reason, they might be buying ahead of time. They might not let the price go down there. There might be people selling in anticipation of that. It never gets here, and they're just buying it up already on the cheap. I don't know. It is possible that XRP has found its low. I think XRP stands a better chance than a lot of cryptos right now to have provided its low. But if we do go below $1, 75 cents, 90 cents, those are very possible outcomes for the bear market low. We could go down there. It's not a problem if we do. But I got nothing else for you. I'm just talking at this point. Interesting is all I have to say. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.